my beautiful YouTube family. Greetings. Welcome for the first time. If this is your first time catching me live, welcome to the channel. I'm Emily. Just clearing our space here. We'll give it a few moments. See if any friends want to hop on with us for the message this morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. But know that whenever you find this message, whether it's later today, later next week, a year down the road, 5 years down the road, these messages are timeless. So if you feel called, if you're my energy, your energy, if they intermingle, if my messages resonate for you, trust that you will find something that sings to you, speaks to you in this now moment. Yeah, we'll just tap right in here. I did just record about a 40-minute message for members only, subscribers only in the Patreon community. I still have all my decks out from that message, so we'll just see what wants to come through here. The Magician, we love to see that. That's a beautiful place to start us here. This is us being the leader of our own life, and I just saw 111 here. Alchemy, and the Magician is the number one card as well. New beginnings, fresh start. The Magician is right after the Fool here. Embracing our power, embracing our co-creative abilities to create, being cooperative components in our own life experience versus that victim mindset. Knowing that everything that is sent our way, all energy that is sent our way can be used for our benefit. We can transfer the energy to something else, to a creative project, creative endeavor. We can transmute it, transfer, transmute. I always forget the other. There's at least three. Transfer, transmute, transform. Duh, transformation. The most obvious one. Yeah, we can transform it into something positive, beneficial, right? We can transmute it. We can integrate it so we can access deeper aspects of ourselves. Again, we can use it to create. We can use it to help us to close karmic loops, cycles. It may be the thing, even if it's uncomfortable in that moment, it may be the straw that breaks the camel's back, if you will. I just saw 222 here with balance. It may be the thing that pushes us over the edge, that makes us say no more, enough is enough. And oftentimes that's what it takes for us to make a change, to make a shift. We have to get so uncomfortable where we are, because as a human, we prefer the known, even if it's uncomfortable, destructive, no longer helpful, no longer serving us. And so we need those nudges. And when you can get in cahoots, congruence, alignment with, connection with, communication with your higher self, embracing our multi-dimensional aspects, being able to hold multiple truths at once. That's that 7 of Cups energy. We were speaking on that a bunch in Patreon. But then we can witness our human self going through it, being uncomfortable, while simultaneously knowing the benefit for our soul. We don't have to wait for that hindsight is 2020, or wait until down the road when we see how or why that thing benefited us. We know in the moment this may feel uncomfortable. And even with this 10 of Swords energy, I love this new deck I have. See these butterflies? Transformation is beautiful. We understand that even closing these karmic loops, that is the thing that's going to propel us forward, to allow us space to create from a more aligned, integral, a space of integrity that makes more sense with who we are. This is judgment, this is enlightenment, this is spiritual understanding. And understanding that enlightenment isn't a thing to be, it isn't a thing, well, it is a thing to be. It isn't something to seek. It's a way of being, a way of living, a way of seeing versus seeking. What more can we know on this? Enlightenment energy, closing karmic cycles, loops, karmic reckoning. Understanding the assignment, understanding some things are painful, but they are still for our gain. Yeah. 9 of Wands energy, Chiron energy. This is exactly it. Healing the wounds, healing the things we have lived through, so we can use that wisdom from the experience we have lived to propel us forward, to allow us to step into that Magician energy there. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. If you're just tuning in, you could say hello. You could let us know where you're tuning in from. You could share with us how you're feeling in these energies. I just saw 144 in reverse here. Maybe you have something hopeful, insightful, inspirational to share with the rest of us here. The Sun, yeah. 9 of Wands is healing the things, so we understand our inner power, that we are inner sourced, you know, we understand our co-creative abilities. We understand happiness is an inside job. Seven of Swords here is that energetic integrity. Understanding the universe doesn't respond to words. It understands to embodiment, who we be, our energy. You know, we get back what we are giving out. Lip service doesn't work. You can say all the things. You're saying something kind, but there is, you know, negative energy or disbelief, whatever, attached to that. What will be reflected back to you is not the words you have been saying, but the energy and what you are actually thinking, embodying, who you are being. Because we are transmitters, you know, we are receptors. And our thoughts are not solitary. We send those out. That's how we communicate with others. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. So if you think of someone, even if someone you are maybe in conflict with or in a tiff with, send them loving energy. See how that has the potential to shift things without ever even having a physical conversation. If you're just tuning in, you could say hello. You could let us know where you're tuning in from. Maybe you have something, you know, a message you're hoping to receive here, a question you have, some guidance you're hoping to receive. You could drop a question with that as well. You could make it known energetically. If you don't feel comfortable leaving a comment, you could like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video. These are all ways to contribute your energy, to join the wave, if you will, and then you're more likely to receive a message that makes sense for your life. Gratitude for the past, and there's our owl spirit here. You see clearly now, trusting ourselves, because we are inner source. We have this confidence in ourselves, confidence in life. We have that lived experience, right? And so we, Nine of Wands energy, we've healed the things, and so we carry the wisdom forward with us, but not the blame, not the resentment, not the grudges, not any of those, that baggage, you know, that will just weigh us down for our journey ahead. I want to tap in with our spirit animal deck since the owl came through. See if there's anything else we need to know from our spirit animal friends. And know that if you're wanting to work with me one-on-one, if you're wanting some personal guidance, personal reading, if you would like access to the Inside Out Living Guide that I created, all ways to work with me, just drop a comment and I will reach out. I will be in touch, bringing our ideas to life, using this inner power, understanding we are inner source, and using this inner power we have cultivated, discovered, and, you know, using the magician energy, using it to create, to alchemize, you know, any energy that isn't helpful, that is harmful. And know that you can alchemize energies, not just for yourself, but for some of us, many of us, especially if you're on this wave, if these messages are resonating for you, you have the power and the capability to transmute energy and karma for the collective as well, to heal things, to look at things that others aren't in a position to do so. Think on your feet here, trust in divine detours, I'm hearing, and you have the ability to overcome any obstacles. And maybe you're just being called to do just that, right? To feel the things that another can't feel, because we understand our inner connection. Let's see. Let's get one message here from our inner child deck. Choose yourself today. Do not deny your importance, and do not underestimate yourself or your capabilities or your ability to transmute for the collective, to be the sun, right? If everything around you feels dark, look again. You may just be the light. Speaking to yourself with confidence, becoming aware of how you speak to yourself, getting real familiar with that inner narrative so you can shift it if the things you are telling yourself aren't serving you, right? And the way you know if the stories you are telling yourself is serving you is by way of what your life is mirroring back to you. But life is constantly offering up, showing us who we are being, giving us opportunities for expansion, growth, because our soul came here for that. Our human sometimes turns away from growth, but our soul is always excited about it. I want to see if there's anything else I need to tell us from one other tarot deck here, and then I'll give us an affirmation. Anything else on this growth, on our soul celebrating our growth, celebrating the things that our human would shy away from? Yeah, this is how we unstuck ourselves, by, again, moving towards the things that are uncomfortable. From Eight of Swords, victim mentality, to victor, understanding we are inner source, Queen of Pentacles, to calling our power back, reclaiming our inner power, taking our life back into our own hands, however you want to say it here. And let's give one affirmation for us here. And as always, I can't remember if I said this at the beginning of the message, but if this message sings to you, my energy resonates for you, and you would like to see longer messages, further messages, deeper messages, the link for the Patreon community will be in the pinned comments below, as well as the description box. You can find that link all over in most of my videos. And know that when you join, you get access to, you can join for a month, a week, however long you want, indefinitely, but know that you get access to my most recent message and all of the previous content as well. I've been sharing in there for somewhere between 3 and 4 years, I believe. I open up to receive divine guidance and support to heal my life. Understanding, yeah, we aren't in this thing alone. We have our divine connection, right? We can, Ten of Swords energy, we can witness our human going through it, being uncomfortable, while simultaneously from a soul level knowing this transformation is taking place, that butterfly there. Understanding, even if it doesn't feel good in the moment, it serves you, it serves your growth, your expansion, it serves the whole, and you maybe don't see how it will play out or how it will benefit you, but you can trust that it will, and you can pull upon past experience. Again, we go through uncomfortable situations enough to be able to not need that laying time or that hindsight is 2020 perception. We can literally see in the moment, yeah, this sucks, this is uncomfortable, my human would rather not be here, and also it's necessary for my soul's growth, my soul's evolution. And that's when this and that are both true, right? Holding that multidimensionality, being able to hold all aspects of ourself, not running, still offering love. So there we go. I'm sending so much love. And I will see you all soon. If you want to be notified when I go live again, be sure and subscribe to the channel. And I'm wishing you a beautiful week.